Hello my dear viewers, today we are having a brand new Calamity playthrough. And what will this playthrough be? So as you may remember, I had literally zero problems and or difficulties while playing Calamity Summoner, so I wanted to do something harder, more extreme, if you can say so. And that's why this playthrough will be on Death mode. And the reason I have picked up Rogue class is basically because I didn't visit it for a while, since it was the first class I have ever played in Calamity, like the most of you I suppose. I was playing on the same mod build, except I have changed the useless Disable Damage Spread mod to a Magic Storage mod, and also I forgot to disable more Calamity Whips. But that won't really change anything. So don't forget to like this video necessarily and subscribe to my channel, optionally, in case you want more of those videos. And that's basically it for the introduction. Enjoy the video, I guess. So starting off with the creation of new character, with the characteristic name, and a large, expert and crimson this time world. And upon our birth, I have opened the starter bag, and the very first weapon we're gonna use are bricks. Throwable bricks? Yeah. And the first thing I wanted to do is not to explore the caves, or something else like this. I opened the interface menu, and changed boss bar style to Calamity mod style, since it's like a more canonical or something, you know? Then after chopping some trees, it was cave exploring time. Then after getting cornered by two red slimes, I have teleported back to home and opened this thing, I guess. I was really scared about my game at this moment. So the first death mod change I have detected is that the slimes were faster than usual. Like a little bit, but still faster. Then after walking a little bit to the left, I have stumbled upon the desert and have chopped down some cacti, and out of it I made some nasty chola, another consumable rogue weapon. Well, at least something better than my bricks. Then I have found a cave, and in there I mined some ore and found a magic mirror and another one. Then, due to having no free inventory slots, I went back to the spawn and started building something resembling the main world base. And for some reason it was looking like the default user profile picture. And then I found out about the storage component from the recently installed Magic Storage mod, and I couldn't make anything out of it yet. Then I started building some houses near the base. Don't worry, I will decorate them in the future. So since I couldn't make anything from the storage component, I have placed down some chests and deposited all in them. I will make a storage system in the future. Yeah, I know, that's too much promises already. Then I made some iron franciscus. Yeah, that's another consumable throwable. Then I went back to this cave and found my first life crystal there. Then I located the glowing mushroom biome and another life crystal and two more crystals. Then I got cornered again and got out of this place. At the unknown user base, I made a grappling hook, drank a gravitation potion, and went exploring the outer space. There I found two more life crystals and nothing else. At home I have greeted a traveling merchant, and he sold a life form analyzer. Well, that's handy. Then I was improving my main base. Then building another house. And lastly, improving the first house. And after this short building session, I went further to the left and found a forest shrine. Well, I didn't really need Trinket of Chai. And after a little bit more exploring, I made it to the snow biome and looted this abandoned house and went to the underground layer of this biome. And my goal here is to kill the lynxes and gather their fur, because from it I could make a snow ruffian armor, also known as the first rogue armor set. And also here I could get the gems for my magic storage system. And after some exploring, I spotted the Jaden's Ice laboratory, and of course I have entirely robbed it in the blink of an eye, after emptying my full inventory obviously. And also I found the snow biome shrine. Well, that's so by the way. And after some more treasure hunting, I made my way back to home and made the desired first armor set. It allowed me to glide and introduced a new stealth mechanic. And it's quite simple. Whenever you're not attacking, your stealth bar starts filling up, providing you an increased damage and a special ability, which is different for each weapon. And that's basically it. Then I went exploring the jungle, although I couldn't make anything from the jungle materials. Then I crafted a glided dagger, which was the first not consumable rogue weapon. Well, that's an achievement, what can I say. Then I found the crimson and broke a crimson heart, so goblins could come to visit me. Then I went to the snow biome in hopes to find some more diamonds, since I needed them for crystalline and the magic storage system, and during this mining session I found only 6 diamonds. It was enough for crystalline, so I crafted it, and the magic storage can wait. And I like this weapon, its attack is beautiful, glorious, majestic and other stuff. Then I got some more diamonds and set a storage system with 2 unions, emerald and sapphire ones. Using magic storage was uncomfortable at first, but then I got used to it. Then I grabbed some building blocks and went to the desert to build a house here. And it was at least better than the one I had in the last playthrough. And by the way, these Nedrines were annoying to say the least. Then I headed to the jungle, exactly, to build a housing here. And I think it's kinda fancy as well, isn't it? Then I dug down in the desert biome, and my goal was to find the magic conch and the desert medallion, which is the summon for our first boss, Desert Scourge. And eventually, rather later than earlier, I got both of them. And by the way, goblins came to say hello to me, and I also said hello to them in response. And something was wrong with the archer's arrows. They just wasn't able to reach me. Yeah, I like the death mode change. After defeating Goblin army, I drank a gravitation potion and headed to the Skylands. And also I found the flinch wings, which is rare as hell, I'd say. Well, that's lucky. Then I started making the elevator with the copper pickaxe. Shortly after I gave up on it and started building Desert Scourge arena. And when I finished, I decided to continue making elevator anyway, since I wanted to free the Goblin Tinkerer NPC. And also I maxed out my HP. Then eventually I found the bound Goblin and freed him. Then I went to the arena and summoned the Desert Scourge. And I ended it easily. So from the death mode changes, I can mention that he speeds his attacks multiple times now, because I didn't notice anything else. Then I opened his bag and didn't get the weapon I wanted, Scourge of the Desert to be exact. So I went to the arena and killed this boss once again. And from the second bag, I didn't get it. What did you expect? So then I made some sea remains and crafted a hammocks and replaced my pickaxe with it. Wait, what? Alright, whatever, then I made a Victide armor set, Spectre boots and a Blizzarding balloon. And then I proceeded to kill the Scourge again, again and again, until I got the desired weapon. Then I crafted a golden crown and went to the Crimson, and I found the Crimson Shrine there, and made a slimy crown, and spawned it on the Desert Scourge arena. And despite taking so much damage, I still managed to defeat him. And yeah, right, death mode changes. I can mention that he became fat as slime instead of regular, teleported more frequently, and his jewel shot 3 shots instead of 1. And besides back, I got a shadow diamond, and initially I thought it was a death mode thing. But it turned out to be the magic storage's diamond alternative, and from the slime bag I got the mount and solid fire. Yeah, that's the most important things. Then I went to continue the elevator digging process, and finally noticed that I had a max instead of pickaxe. And after I got annoyed by lava, I decided to start building the underground base. Don't judge, I just wanted to make something different. Yeah, I know I failed. And then I went to the surface to start building the wall arena, and I discovered this ability to place platforms like that, which was added by our excavator mod. Turns out I was wasting my time in the previous playthroughs. I hate myself. And when the sun has gone below the horizon, the Eye of Cthulhu decided to pay a visit to me. Yeah, pronounced Cthulhu right this time. And I decided to fight the Eye of Cthulhu. And now watch me. Cthulhu. What the fuck? And I gladly greeted him. So, we chatted for a while and then he left. The death mod made him summon his servants during the second phase. And that's pretty much it for the changes. Shortly after I have teleported to the Sulphurous Sea, and I started raiding acid. And in short, I have completed this event. Not much to see here. The amount of sulfuric scales I got during this raid. I crafted myself a sulphurous armor set. Then I went to the glowing mushroom biome and set an arena here. Then made the Crabulon summon item and used it on my arena. And I have pierced it with my spear. From the death mode changes I can mention that he now passively spawns his spores between his attacks. And from the first bag I didn't get what I desired, so I proceeded to farm him. And it took me 6 more attempts to get the Mica root. Anyways, after I got it, I went to the Crimson to build an arena here. Yeah, I know, that's just straight up boss rush at this point. But like, I was so excited to see how death mode have changed these bosses. So I apologize, I guess. Anyways, let's get into the fight. And good thing that Brain of Cthulhu died right after me. So the death mod made creepers cover the big area around the brain and sped up its dashes during the second phase. So I opened the bag and got the materials. And you mindlessly wasted all the creamtane on the storage upgrades. So I had to mine some more of it. And then I made a Deathbringer pickaxe. And then I finished the elevator, got to hell and stole a hell forge there. Then I got some building blocks and went to the ocean and started building there. I love to do things in a wrong order. and at least it looks like something different. And then I got to the Underworld and got to mine Hellstone, and I needed a big amount of it, because I wanted to rely on Infernal Crease, and it was a consumable throwing weapon, that's why. So when I got about 1000, I went back to home. Wait, not yet. I forgot to mine some obsidian and some meteorite that landed right in the jungle. Out of it I made a meteor fist. Then I went to the Sunken Sea, mined the big sphere in the middle of arena, and awakened the giant clam. And Death Mod didn't change it at all, so I might just skip it. Oh, and also I found the Sunken Sea laboratory and had some troubles with eliminating the turrets. That's why I'm so bad at this game. And now I had a schematic, which is indeed nice. Then I made a couple of hundreds of Infernal Creases, or Crease, I don't know. Whatever, my next goal is Perforator Hive. And without any hesitation, I have slain the Perforator cyst, and it has awoken, and I died at the third worm. Then I got my buffs and went to rematch it. And this time I succeeded. I swear the buffs are just overpowered, but that's fair enough, because it's the vanilla game opportunity, and surprisingly, I didn't notice any death mod changes. Maybe it got a bit faster, but it was so unnoticeable, so I haven't felt it. Anyways, one more boss down. I opened the bag, and out of the materials I got, I made a bloodstained glove, which was boosting my stealth strike efficiency. Then I went to the floating islands to mine some aerial light, and also farm some harpy feathers. And out of these materials, I made some sky themed stuff, which included aerospec armor, a new pickaxe, rogue weapons, turbulence, sky stabber, and a tracking disc, and also bundle of balloons and skyline wings. I guess you can tell that I am very mobile now, but I was very unfamiliar with a bundle of balloons. And then I wanted to build, but the gods said, no you won't. Take an unskippable blood moon. I swear this game is so nasty sometimes, and I was just lying in a bed all night, and when it finally ended, I started building. I guess you can tell it was something like a tree stump, and I don't know what's the connection between this tree stump and a room below it, but I guess it is what it is. I'm just suck at building, you just have to face this fact. And then I went to the snow biome and continued this building streak. And I genuinely like how I made this, like, hut outside, but the shelter just looks like unfitting or something. I don't know, at least I think so. You can express your opinion in the comments. Then I made a feather crown and a coin of deceit. I don't know why didn't I do it earlier. Then I went to the jungle, specifically in this giant hive under the tree, and started colonizing it. And when I was done, if you can say so, I have broken the queen bee's Laura, and she attacked me. And in this very battle, she won. That's because I approached the building arena process irresponsibly, and I didn't have much space to maneuver. Okay, stop with the excuses and let's expand the arena. And when I was done with this, I broke another lava. And that tracking disc really showed himself on the good side during this fight. And the death mod Queen Bee was like 1.5 times faster or something, and had a lot more defense, I guess. Okay, I didn't get anything useful from the Queen Bee bag, well at least for the rogue class. Then I immediately went expanding my world arena.
Hell no, man, what the fuck?
And when the night time approached, I summoned the Skeletron. And it wasn't really comfortable to fight the Skeletron on the one-player arena, so that's why I lost. And after my defeat, I went expanding my arena, and in the sunset of the next day, I have insulted the old man near the dungeon, and he used his Bankai against me. Bankai. Kokaku no Kyoi. But I still won, and Skeletron's death changes are the most obvious. He just grows 2 extra arms on the both phases. From the Skeletron back, I didn't get anything useful, except his hook. God, these Blood Moon enemies are just so annoying. Back off already. Since I got some bones from the Skeletron, I made an enchanted axe for myself, and when the Blood Moon has gone over the horizon, I went exploring the depth of the sulphurous sea, and the only item I needed in there was the lionfish, since it can easily melt through the last 2 pre-hardened bosses. And I found it in the second chest, that's lucky. And then I went to the dungeon, and there I got Nazar, Shadow Key, crafting stations, Cobalt Shield, and a Shinobi Blade. And for some reason, in my world, there was no Forsaken Archive. I don't know why didn't it generate, maybe it's a bug or something. It's definitely a bug, but all I can do is just cry about it. Anyways, after my dungeon trip, everything was set to fight the slime god, so I went to the Crimson, farmed some blighted gel, and made an overload sludge, and I just used it on my arena. And as simple as that, it was defeated. And to be honest, I didn't discover anything new in the death mode slime god, like it seemed literally the same. Anyways, I have opened the bag. It didn't get anything useful except electrolyte gel pack and purified gel. Then I proceeded to farm some more blighted slimes. And also I accidentally awakened the Perforator hive, and obviously enough I have obliterated it. Then I made a static refiner and static gel armor. Then I got my crafting stations and merged them into tier 1 combined crafting station, and then upgraded it to the second tier. Then I went to the Underworld and started building the bridge here, and in the process I have remembered that I forgot to upgrade my boots, and when I had everything missing appeared in my magic storage, I made them Terra Spark boots. And then I continued building bridge until I got to the Brimstone cracks, and then I grabbed my buffs, the doll, and tossed it into lava. And Wall of Flesh was just shooting lasers more frequently on the death mode, so there's just more bullet hell to dodge. And we now have officially finished the pre-hard mode stage. And yeah, it really got a little bit harder on the death mode. I am talking about the game in general, not just the Wall of Flesh. And I'd say death mode more like changed boss attack pattern instead of its health, so you must focus on the reaction time instead of just hitting the boss for a longer period of time. And that's definitely what I like about the death mode. Anyways, wait for the second part to come out, don't forget to like and subscribe, and see ya next time.